Hello
Heyo.
once again. Welcome to the Mist, where a bunch of pals get together and play some D&D. So glad you're joining us tonight. If this is your first time watching the Mist, welcome. Please follow Games Tavern on Twitch. It's free. It supports the show, the cast, and the crew. Remember, you can watch us live on Twitch, and all shows are uploaded to YouTube typically 48 hours later. So you can always catch up on any of the shows you may have missed. It stings every time. We'll get rolling shortly. But first, some quick announcements.
One announcement being, remember that if you have an Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription. Prime Gaming subscribers support everyone on the show and get access to sub-only emotes and special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord.
And tonight, make sure to cheer on your favorite character when they do something awesome. Your bits and cheers show your support for the characters, and we love you, our friends, for your support. Your subs help to support production quality upgrades so that we can make better shows for you.
And a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring this show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself. Shard Tabletop is the place to play 5th edition. You can access the rules, adventures, and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like a character builder and digital character sheet, as well as all sorts of other tools for your gaming use. We think so highly of it that it's the official VTT of the Games Tavern. And to make this even better, just go to the Shard Tabletop link in chat and use promo code TGTShard20. It's the number 20, TGTShard20, to save 20% on all subs.
All right. Tell these lovely people who you are and what you do.
Hello. I'm Daryl Dorsey, and I play Brigade Stonebit. That's always for you, Brad.
I appreciate it immensely.
Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'll be playing Salem Klein.
Hi, I'm Laura, and I will be playing Nukura, the human Twilight cleric.
And I'm Matt Fellman. I'll be playing the Doctor, the Elven Artificer Alchemist.
And I am Bran the Blessed, and I shall be your DM this evening. All right. Stretch out the vocal cords, and let's do a little bit of a recap from last time. I actually don't have my diary here. I mean, my manly journal here. So we'll just open it up. From the recipe diary of the poisoner. Hello again, dearest diary. It is I. The Tombali Circus remains a delightful distraction from the worlds I've witnessed, though I don't know how much longer I can travel with it. The market of visit the circus and then Poisoner Town has very little crossover. Interesting news, however. My little spiders tell me of the continuing adventures of my favorite customers. Seems they found camp to be a bit more intense than expected. An oversized force of anger chased them out of the countryside. I hear Lysmith, the old dragon, helped them escape. Oddly kind of a green dragon. I must pay a visit soon. During the escape, they found a bargaining chip to offer to Elder Lodo, the devil that claimed to have dear Broadland's soul. Debts were paid, agreements were struck. And before you know it, Broadland and that sweet little Casimir join this devil on their voyage into hell. I'm sure they'll be just fine. As they say, hell ain't a bad place to be. The rest of the troop received a token from the Elder Lodo and took to the familiar mist, only to return to, well, a familiar place. The Dragon's Fifth Leg, a seaside tavern of comfort. Then there they drank to those here and those gone. And then they, time's up. Curtain call. And I do so have a crush on the knife thrower. Till next time, yours truly. So sure enough, you are here having drink after drink, some of you, at the Dragon's Fifth Leg, a tavern you are indeed familiar with. You ventured here before where you met Silver Tim, a dragonborn, once upon a time pirate, now upon a time bartender, who greeted you very warmly. You've told tales and you've had conversations for some time. You have no real way of gauging what time it is outside, but that does not seem to be slowing you down or halting you anyway.
I would keep track of of how far the sun goes down, as I know that staying on land at night is not a good thing. So, and part of the reason why I remained sober while others were giving into libations.
I am giving into libations.
Yeah.
I definitely am. Not much, though. Not too much.
I think I've probably not had the most, but it's a lot. I don't think anyone's really kept track.
All right, sure enough. The doctor and Salem are definitely enjoying themselves significantly. Kura, you have a nice buzz going. You're definitely still in control, but you can feel just some of the weight of, I would say, the day, but let's be honest, the days.
How long has it been since we've been in here?
Who knows? Doesn't matter.
Am I going to have to carry the both of you?
I can walk. It's fine.
If you pass out on land here, don't blame me when you wake up as a skeleton.
I do not want to wake up as a skeleton. That is a definite.
Do I look like I have much muscle? And he just does I do the pathetic arm pump, shrug. I stand up, I grab whatever the fullest bottle within arm's reach is. Well, Mr. Buzzkill, I suppose you ain't wrong. Should we head back to the ship?
The ship is out there, yes?
That's what he said.
Silver Tim has a bit of a sway. Is doing a lot of leaning. He has been drinking strong with you lot.
Silverton.
Parked right outside.
See, nothing to worry about.
Come on, when you're ready, I'll get you to your ship.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's fine.
I'm certainly ready to sleep like the dead.
Too soon. Boo.
Yeah, I suppose we've done enough damage in here for one day. All right.
I don't need them passing out.
If they do, there's something I can do to help. Not that that's an excuse.
I think I could have had some kind of brew, but I think I threw it at that thing. I thrown just about everything I had at that stupid behemoth.
You mean what, alcohol?
No, just a pick-me-up.
Oh, you gave that to the children. I watched you do it.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Yeah, I think if the counselors would have made it, they would have had some pointed questions as to what you were providing those kids.
What patience?
They were elven kids. They were older than you.
Doesn't mean they're developed enough.
That's true. But only one way to do that, and that's to get on and you ride it out.
I then take whatever cup is in front of the doctor and just start sliding it away.
Oh. Anyways, The ship. The ship.
Getting words is usually what I do. Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. That way.
Silver Tim sort of staggers along with you. All right, who's first went out the door?
I will go first.
As expected.
As I am the one that is cognizant, the most cognizant. Immediate perception check just to see, because I also remember we were being chased the last time we were here. All things that are at the forefront.
Okay, a real quick question.
Yes.
Have you stepped out of the bar yet, or are you like swinging open the door and doing a little peek around, or are you stepping out and looking?
First, I'm swinging open the door and doing a peek out first.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? Well, let's go.
Let me get to where my
I think
perception is.
I think he's staying because he wants to have a little bit more alcohol.
He doesn't touch the stuff.
18.
18?
Yes.
Probably a mean drunk.
You're certainly coming towards dusk. You got a nice sky of oranges and pinks. You do not see any sense of the mist, nor do you see the ship that was pursuing you. It seems like pretty calm. The normal bustle you would see. You see a couple of skeletons hoisting crates and moving down the streets to various shops by the assumption.
Okay, let's try to move quickly. I don't want to be on land when the sun finally sets.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Is it at nighttime or is it when you sleep?
I don't want to find out either way.
You're
fair.
more than welcome to stay and see for yourself.
I can't lose much more muscle mass. I would be a skeleton.
You hear a slight chortle from Brigade at the very fact that the word muscle came out of your mouth.
Ooh, I get winded just flexing. All right, let's go.
All right. As you
on a training regimen.
As you look out from the doorway, you see your ship. You know exactly where you're going. You take that step out the door, and what should be a bit of a soft sand underneath your foot feels to be hard wood. The moment you stepped out of the bar, you appear to have walked into another building.
Oh, so we have.
What the fuck is this shit?
Where are you taking us?
Salem.
What?
I think I might be a little too drunk.
You two need to stop talking. I think we are in danger now.
What does it look like in here?
Just like whip out the daggers. Huh?
Okay.
As you enter, you've definitely seen similar places in your past. You can hear and smell a hearth fire going. You can bring in the scent of foods, of drink possibly. If you have a keen enough sense, you might pick up that sourness of wine in the air. It definitely appears you have just walked into a tavern. There appear to be a set of standing armor suits on both sides of the entrance, sort of as you come through the walkway. There are two sets of armor. They definitely seem fairly decorative. It doesn't appear to be anyone in there or anything particularly alarming about them.
I turn around to look at Silver Tim and say, "Your town's broken."
Didn't we just leave the bar?
As you state it and look to meet up with Silver Tim's eyes, he is not there.
He left us in a broken town.
No, I think I know what's going on here.
We
Is it gonna turn
drank
us to
too
skeletons?
much.
Well, you did drink too much, yes, but
And the doctor drank too much.
I pull out the talisman that brought us here. I said, this is not the same thing we used to get to the Fiddlers Green.
So it just takes us to different taverns in all of the different realms.
I think so.
As Brigade gets a nosebleed. Not really.
The dread realm of taverns. Will
Could be worse, I suppose. You two could stand some food,
And
counter
water.
all that drink.
And water and maybe coffee.
Maybe
just water. I don't want to see you both awake for much longer. You're starting to get on my nerves.
Tea.
Right.
Hagworth tea, please.
Or hear me out. We drink more and see how drunk we can get in the realm of taverns.
No. I am not going to get drunker. Because I am not drunk to begin with.
I don't have enough magic to counteract all of that foolishness tonight.
I can take that bet.
I don't wander too far away from the group, but I take a gander at the room we're in now. May I make another perception check?
Of course.
All right. Let's go brigade dice. That is 15.
15.
Yes.
You see a couple tables set up. You see a very traditional style bar. There appears to be a barkeep behind it. A human. Has a little aged. Definitely got some grays in the beard and the temples. But doesn't seem to have quite spotted you yet. You can see one other figure. From this distance, you can see one other figure. There appears to be a drow with his feet and boots propped up on the table. A glass of wine near him. It just sort of looks like he's just kind of killing time, just sort of, counting the tiles, sort of say.
Fine. Hello, may I know the name of this establishment?
The barkeep kind of looks. Oh, come on, coming in. I'm afraid I didn't hear you. Please, come on in. Welcome to the Little Lord.
Little Lord.
I peek back through the door, like the door that we just came through. I look back. Can I see out?
Yes, you can.
What do I see outside?
Outside, you see a fairly forested area. It's nighttime. It is significantly darker than it was when you left Fiddler's Green.
But definitely not Fiddler's Green outside, or the.
It is not. No, you are. It seems on the edge of forest. You're probably on a fairly traveled road.
Say that this country road takes us home.
It very well might.
To the place that I belong.
Thank you.
Anyways, the smarty in me says that if I go back through that door, we'll go somewhere else. So I better not leave until the rest of you leave.
No. That puts us back with Tim. We just came through there. Weren't you paying attention?
This is also the mist Salem where it always takes us someplace random.
I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go over to this guy right over here.
Oh my god.
Hey.
There.
Put my hand on the armor's shoulder. Listen, we're travelers and we're looking to get home. Do you know the way?
The armor gives no response, but your jostling does seem to shake loose a shield that seemed to have been just lightly looped over one of the gauntlets.
You startled him.
It's not
made him drop stuff.
It's not
I'm
horribly
sorry.
loud, but there's a quick thud against the ground, and the shield sort of like rest against the legs of this armor.
Okay. I make my way over to the doctor and pick him up and then just move him out of the way of everything and reset. And since I am proficient with all weapons and armor, I reset it so that it doesn't fall over again.
Absolutely. You have said it perfectly and regimental.
Yes. Sorry, go ahead.
While this is going on, I go over to the barkeep. And they say, I apologize for my friends. There's already been some drinking going on.
Oh, not at all. Do you know how many drunks knock over that shield? Don't you worry about a thing.
I doubt it will ever fall again now that I have reset it.
Is this, do you have rooms here as well as food and drink?
Oh, absolutely. Finest in, well, certainly not the land, but finest in this general area.
I think a few rooms are in order.
We can definitely make that happen.
Am I close enough that I can hear this conversation since she's at the bar?
I would imagine so.
Okay.
There isn't a whole lot of hustle and bustle in here.
You just hear, do you have one with a bed that would fit me?
Kind of gives you the once over. Well, if you don't mind your legs sticking out over the edge a bit, absolutely.
Okay. Sometimes sleeping on the floor is... I don't like it all the time.
All right, then rooms for all of us and breakfast in the morning. A bit of food right now would not go amiss.
We can make that happen. He turns around and begins to get to work.
I'll get us a table, and I'll go over and I'll like slump over the table. Oh, I found us a table.
Thank you, Doctor.
For those of you, I believe it's just Kura and Regain at the bar. Once you've gotten to the actual countertop, you will notice that there is a very diminished figure standing on the counter. A very, very small person.
Look at that! I see it. You gotta
I
zoom
thought
away.
your face was in the table, Doctor.
Oh, I'm.
Oh, what the... Oh,
This was an entirely unrelated conversation.
No, look, it's right here. If you look really close and scratch at the table.
hello?
This figure, while facing the bar, does a slow, cockeyed look up towards you, Brigade. You see feminine features, and you, on this inspection, can now see small wings extending from the back, as it's just sort of, we'll say, gives you a stink eye, the smallest one you've ever received. Before kind of looking back to its makeshift cup and takes a pull.
And I'm the silver one.
What's the matter? I ain't never seen a bear before.
Are you with us at the bar?
I wasn't that far behind you. Like
Okay.
you were over by the doctor. I just kind of followed along. I didn't sit down. I was
Got
like
you.
sitting there.
Oh, she does not like me, apparently.
Move around and take a seat at the table that I found. Oh, the room can stop spinning now.
Could we also have waters for those two?
Yeah, the bar keeps bent over, reaching under the counter. You just see a thumb stick out from under.
Thank you. How much for the rooms?
Oh, just 2 silver for this.
Just okay. I hand them 2 silver.
See the hand again, just reach out and just slide the coins down underneath the bar. And a little plate pops up, and there's, a couple hunks of cheese and some fruit, maybe just a bit of jerky, some dried meat. Not the greatest feast you had, but it's,
I want to just reach over the bar and grab 3 cups and just not like I think I'm being sly about it, but as any drunk person never is. Just
Give me
gonna borrow these real quick.
Give me a sleight of hand. I just want to see if you dropped them or not.
You were making me, Daryl, just have a flashback to when I was a bouncer right now, and just how quickly you would be out of here.
Daryl's cracking his knuckles every time.
It's a 23 out of 15 plus 8.
All right, yeah, you're. As far as you know, it was not spotted, but you are able to remove these glasses without knocking anything over.
Are they opaque? I'm trying to find ones that you can't really see through.
Yeah, you could definitely find some tankards made of a tin.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Thank you. And I go over to the table with the doctor, and I start putting together a shell game. You're gonna try to guess which one this coin is in. If you win, I drink. If I win, you drink.
That sounds fair.
I really thought you were going to say, if you win, I drink again.
That's what the pause was for.
Focus.
The barkeep sets down, just to the side of the game, not to interrupt. It sets down the platter and a couple jugs of water, and then a bottle of wine. Kind of then checks on the rest of the room. Goes up to the drow and offers to pour, and the drow kind of cuts off and goes back to his lean.
If the
I grabbed the bottle of wine.
If the drow ever catches my eye, I just give him the slightest of nods. Just a kind. Since I already got the stink guy from a ferry on a damn bar.
You can feel that full scan of this drow's eyes, just trying to, as quickly as possible, read every little aspect about you.
I do the same.
And then gives a rather polite nod.
Could I give an insight check? I just want to do it. I definitely feel like he just insight checked me just to figure me out. And I have advantage on insight, I believe. So the first one would be an 18. Yeah, we'll go with the 18.
18, all right.
Because the second one was a nat 1.
Ooh. You're lucky you're sober.
It would have been a straight roll drunk. I have advantage on all these.
I know. He definitely looks like a traveler. There's no glamorous armor that's sometimes associated with him. There's nothing unreasonably ornate, but it's quality. It's definitely nice traveler's clothing. You see a blade sort of propped up on the table near him, easily within an arm's grasp, but doesn't seem to be focusing on. He doesn't have that shift to the blade and then to any of you. It doesn't seem like an aggressive display of the weaponry. It just seems like
just in case something does happen.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you can tell there's definitely some money in those pockets, but we're not blatantly showing.
I could. After we nod at each other, I just continue to look at the two drunkards from the bar with Kura. Just after
You gotta
she
make sure to mix it around real good, because I'm sharp.
I lean over to
Don't
Kura.
you worry about that.
I lean over to Kura and say, "Thank you for taking the wine from them."
And I kind of I put it back on the counter and I look at the barkeep and I say, probably best not any more of that right now.
Gives a knowing nod. Right, responsible. Sets that away.
All right. Now do I pick?
One more shuffle. Hold your horses.
Shuffle it again.
How are they not tired? We just. There's no way they are not both exhausted. How are they still going?
It will sneak up on them.
Like, I'm a workhorse, so I can just keep going usually.
I know.
You ready?
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
Oh, you're picking.
Yeah. Me. All right. It's under. I'm gonna roll. It's under number 3.
You sure?
It's under number 2.
You should have trusted your instincts.
Oh. All right, I drink, or you drink. I think we both drink.
You, then me, then you for this round, and then where are they?
The drinks?
Yeah.
I think the poisoner took them.
We left you water. We left.
There
you
are
water.
2 pitchers. There are 2 pitchers on the table.
Oh, they're right here.
It's
There we
vodka. It's very good vodka. So it won't taste like anything. It tastes like water.
Ooh, I'll have to take a sample for later.
Someone once told me that. I actually don't know what vodka tastes like.
It works.
You know what this means?
Yeah,
It means that this stuff is the best. You can't even taste the alcohol in it.
If it's that strong, I'm gonna need my root. Where's my Brienne? Where's my root? I've got it for the hangover.
I don't.
I don't know where it is.
Are you
Yeah,
asking
you
me? I
chew on it and it keeps you from feeling like a bucket of crap in the morning. Where?
Don't
You
worry
have
about
a-
it, Salem. I'll take
I
care
have a
of you.
solution to that.
You have my root?
No. Waking up in the morning, you just don't sleep. That's the key.
That doesn't work for us, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I bet I can concoct something that could make it so that you don't sleep. Ever. Ever?
I don't think that would be good for human people.
Hmm.
I don't know, Cora. Is that good for human people?
No, it's not.
Told
DM.
you.
DM.
Yes.
Do I notice this thing that just jumped up on the table there?
It's behind you. There's nothing hidden. Are you looking back to your drow friend?
I occasionally just keep doing a look around every now and then, since we did just randomly get teleported
Did
here.
just appear somewhere new. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll say you're pretty on guard still.
What the hell? What?
What draws your attention is a voice. The drow finally speaks. You just hear a mildly aggressive, "Go on with you, you scaly pumpkin. I've got nothing for you. Get." And as you look to it, you see what appears to be a rather small but plump dragon, perhaps. It doesn't look young like a whelp. It's just this very, very plump, sort of a alish brown color. Copper or bronze would be too generous for the drab color that this creature is.
Is that a dragon?
No, that's Brigade.
No, not the big one. The little thing on the table there. There's
Kura's not that much smaller. Why are you being mean?
no, there's like 3 of them on that table over there.
Kura's
You're
taller.
stronger than I thought.
It's like Kura's taller than both of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this little creature has been observes the banter between the doctor and Salem, and sort of glancing at what they're doing. Just sort of doing a full scan of the table, and then sort of looks away from the two, and then just seems fixated on the Kura and Brigana towards the bar.
I'm fascinated by this little thing.
I'm like switching my attention between it and the fairy, because the fairy's small enough to steal stuff from me. And I feel like I definitely would have been told a story about how fairies steal things at some point in my life.
Don't make deals with the Fae. That's all you need to know.
It's just a weary eye.
The fairy holding her drink just every once in a while kind of looks towards you and then just like tries to scoot even further around to not look at you.
I feel some type of way
it
about
is,
it.
it is the body language of mind your business kind of turn.
It's not even like I'm being overt. I'm just like, okay, it's still right there, and she's still just like, ugh. What did my people do to your people at one point? She had a bad breakup with a Goliath years ago, and now it's just
Never forget.
no one knows how it worked, and then eventually it didn't work, and now here she is hating me.
Tale as old as time.
Beauty and a fae. All right.
I'll wander over to the table
All right.
and kind of look at the little dragon creature and look to the drow and say, "Has he been giving you trouble?"
Hardly trouble, just won't leave me alone. It is not the company I would seek in sort of place. You, however,
Me?
why not?
You hear the loudest
Join me
neck,
for a drink.
the loudest neck pop behind you.
You certainly seem to be the fairest of your company. Please.
I'm pretty fair.
It's true.
I'll humor him and take a seat, but I'll look at Brigane and kind of. Actually, what I'll do is I'll ask, "Would you mind if my friend joined us?"
Sure, why not?
Read the room. Read the room.
Hey, can all my friends join too? Yeah, sure. I'm only buying your drinks though.
Yeah, lifts his
but-
hand towards the barkeep and points towards Kura.
I'll go to the other table, to the other chair, across.
I don't think they're gonna sit with us.
Only to escape. I mostly move only because I'm trying to escape the awkwardness with the ferry, but I don't want to sit with the two drunks over here.
Every once in a while, you see the fairy's neck just crane and look over with you, just a squinted eye.
What did I do to you? All I said was hi.
It's all right, Game.
The bartender sets down a glass for Kura and pours a bit of wine from a pitcher.
Oh, thank you.
And Drow raises his glass to you. Takes a draw. The little dragon now seems much more interested in you, Kura. It sort of tries to stand up straight and whatever the dragon equivalent of sucking in your gut would be, and sort of trying to make big eyes.
I hold out my hand to him. Hello.
You see it's those big eyes every once in a while just sort of glance from your hand towards your glass.
Do you want a drink?
An alcoholic pseudo dragon. Okay. Not even the weirdest thing today, or in the past week.
Indeed.
I say as I'm pulling sticks out of my face.
I look over to the drow. Let's see.
No handouts for the little beggar. I bought you a glass, not him.
This is true enough, but he's kind of adorable.
He's kind of a lush.
Oh, I see.
So do you have a name, sir?
Well,
If you don't
course.
mind me asking your name.
I do mind, however. I don't know if we are on such an understanding yet.
Fair enough.
I mean no offense.
Not taken.
Simply my name carries with it baggage.
Ah,
Baggage.
No, there were some that would see me dead and others that would very much like to see me alive before they kill me.
Well, if it's any consolation, I can probably assure you that we are not any such. We find ourselves in the strangest places at random.
He does a little glance around the room. You must be from the countryside if this seems a strange place. Seems relatively droll, simple.
No, I think this place is actually quite cozy, but let me put it this way. Before we stepped through that door, we were in another tavern.
On
There
a
was-
bit of a binge, are you?
Not on purpose.
Oh, no one ever intends to start down that path. I understand. I've seen a couple years. Well, I don't remember those years, but I have seen them.
But what I mean is that we stepped out of that tavern and into this one. There was no road traversed in between. Simply through one door and then another.
I appreciate your artistic way of telling me you enjoy the drink a bit too much. And I understand. I did not mean to pressure you. I can take this wine back if it's...
We teleported here, is what she is saying.
I wouldn't quite say that. But no, never mind. It is difficult to explain.
Yes, so it seems.
This is awkward. I'm going to find him.
All right.
Yes, you go find your things that's over there. You, however, are more than welcome to stay.
Oh, I may sit a bit. I have these two to watch after all.
Eh.
I asked the barkeep, are the rooms just through? Is this door actually open like how it is on the map? Like, could I see that that's a bedroom back there?
We'll say it's closed, but he will definitely motion towards a room for...
Okay. I go towards it and then find the bed that fits me best.
Good night, brigade!
Oh, the door is still open, so I can still look out this way. So I can still look directly at that table, and I just start sharpening my blade.
I don't think he was actually tired.
I don't either.
He's such a stick in the mud sometimes.
But
Really
I do dim the lights in the part of the room that I'm in, so you can't directly see me.
It's just the glow of eyes.
Yep.
Just the white silvery eyes in the dark.
Don't you try hiding from me. I see you just fine.
You can see in the dark?
You see a gigantic middle finger come from outside of the door.
See? He put up his middle finger. Yeah, of course I do. It's bloody hard to try to find and track things at night if you can.
That's true. So what do you find out in the swamps, is it?
The Shadow Marshes have so many things. At first, I was the prey, then I became the predator. And then I started flip-flopping between the two. And it's kind of always that way out there. But you gotta stay sharp if you want to survive.
You gonna go back to that, or do you got other prospects? If we ever get out of this place, that is.
I don't have much to go back to be honest. I mean, half my family wants to kill me, the other half, I don't know. I can go just about anywhere. I mean, I guess I'm glad that Brahmin and Casimir found a way to wherever it was they wanted to go. But I don't have a particular destination.
You can always come back with me. Hopefully, then I can.
And do what, Mr. Mysterious? You don't tell us anything about you except for something about your wife. I don't know.
I live in a town. No, I got run out of that town.
Color me shocked.
It wasn't my fault. There was only a small outbreak of undead. It was my neighbor got nosy, and it.
So you sicked the undead on him?
No.
I mean,
He
congrats
pointed
if
me-
you did. That's clever, but I mean, seems so
No.
unnecessary.
He pointed me out after the outbreak happened, and they. Yeah. So he's the one that got the cultists to come to my door and take us in the night. But so yeah, I'm probably not welcome back in that town. But there are a lot of other towns.
Uh-huh. And so your
the
family's
drow.
with the cultists?
The drow leans in toward Akura. You keep very strange company.
They're all right. Strange, yes, but they're all right.
Are you certain? Do you need help?
Oh, I am quite fine, I promise. Wait till they're sober again. Well, it might not seem much different for the doctor, but Salem is usually not quite like this.
Yeah?
The initial
What?
the initial lean in towards Akura is slightly leaning away over a slow progression of periodically him sliding his wine glass away from the dragon's path.
When I hear my name, it's gonna be awful. I hear my name, my instinct is to jump out of the chair. I have my dagger out. What are you doing, Akura?
Salem.
You see this guy?
Play,
I've
just,
seen plenty of him.
Hang on, I can jump too as well. My gun's here somewhere.
No. Ugh, both of you need to go to sleep.
Need a lot more than sleep, Akura. I don't disagree. But this guy is fishing. Am I on you?
We are having a perfectly pleasant conversation. That's all.
I'm pointing at the bartender. Yeah, you.
Just like take the hand and just point it towards the drow.
You. Oh my gosh, there's a drow there.
Just see my head pop out of the doorway with the most judgmental look at you two.
Do anything?
You're embarrassing me in front of the drow.
Just a slow recede back to the darkness. You just see two glowing eyes.
You do anything? Any sort of remotely unsavory thing? And he'll flay you. Oh, probably sell the parts. I don't know. The doctor will experiment on you, but I can make use of what's left.
That's enough, Salem.
He holds up a hand like a solemn. My honor to the goddess. I will not.
Which goddess is that now?
That hardly is important. I feel.
We have far too many to keep track of. We know some names,
Yes.
but that's all that matters. Doctor. Gura. Stranger. I'm headed to the bed. And just start walking backwards.
Good night, Salem.
Not. Or
I'm gonna join him.
Good night, Doctor.
Not anything kinky or anything. Just. I fall out of my chair onto the floor. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm gonna go meditate.
You do that.
And I stumble into the room.
To a mess.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
Well, thank goodness. That could have been awkward.
Wait.
So, strange places. Where are you heading next?
We have no idea. Well, we
A
have
free
possibilities. You could say that, in a sense. We'll have to make a decision on that, but only once those two are sober.
When clear heads prevail. Yes, that's
Exactly.
probably for the best.
Mine could stand to be clear as well, but
Or the other direction. He kind of lashes out a hand, kind of slaps at this little tubby dragon as it's leaning in towards your cup.
I will, because you are kind enough to buy this for me, I will have a sip or two, but I cannot go much more beyond that. And I take a sip.
There's sort of a lean back. I mean, I suppose I could travel with you. Just for a little while. Your friends are strange, but you apparently go to strange places. They may fit right in.
What makes you want to travel with us? You don't know us.
Fair enough, but I've been traveling alone for a while, and I hardly know myself.
That's another thing we'd have to discuss in the morning. I'm not sure what you would make of our brand of travel, though. We do not get to necessarily choose our next destination.
Again, so poetic with your words. I am really getting to appreciate that aspect of you.
If only it were that simple. It is much easier to trust a traveling companion with a name, though.
Goodness, I would really like to give you my name. But I just can't. Not yet.
And you give me something to call you even if it is not your name? Something you would answer to?
Oh, I would answer to pretty much anything you yelled at me.
Lightning.
I tell you what, you think of the perfect name you want to call me. And I'll be back around to hear it. I'll be back to respond to it. Excuse me. He kind of sets up and makes his way out the front door.
I would like to insight check as he goes.
Surely.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Me?
Insight, check out them cheeks.
So I rolled a 1 for a total of 6.
Hate to see him leave, but love to watch him go.
You did not gain a whole lot. The most you gathered is the way that he walks. There is a swift elegance to it. you have no doubt. I'm even giving you more than you're positive he's familiar with the sword that's set at the table with you right now. That this is not for show, that this is something that has been used. All right. And I think with that, we're going to take a real quick break.
Yes.
All right. We have come to that time.
Don't leave us now.
Yes. Stay with us.
We'll be back.
Bye. All right, welcome back.
Hello.
Blah.
Kura, you are currently left alone at the table. There's a thirsty dragon near you and a sword. Are you intending to do anything? Or are you just sitting tight?
Well, the fact that he left the sword is a bit odd. I'll pick it up. And I will push my wine glass toward the little dragon and say, enjoy. Oh.
Those big eyes look up at you adoringly as it scabbers and shoves its face into the glass, and you just hear this lashing of tongue as this glass is quickly drained.
I walk over to the bar with the sword.
Right.
And I look at the bartender and I put the sword on the counter and I say, he left this. I'm not sure why. I figured I'd give it to you to safe keep until he comes back.
Bartender looks a bit confused. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I guess he trusted it would not go too far. Not grow legs.
Indeed. Come. Bed's just in there, and I point at the door.
Right through that way.
Oh. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure, man.
And I will go into the room. Now, is it like it's shown here with just the 3 beds?
We'll say it is just for.
Okay.
I think the doc's passed out or meditating.
He's meditating in a
corner.
chair.
Propped up in the corner, my eyes are just kind of closed, and I'm looking down.
I'll
The dad nap.
Yes.
I was watching that.
I was just resting my eyes.
I'll shut the door.
All right.
And I look over at Bergain and all his sharpening.
Yes. Did he tell you your name? His name?
No. He thinks he wants to travel with us, though. I don't trust anyone who won't give their name.
Sam.
He seems like he might have some useful skill, but I wouldn't accept him just based on that, so I thought we'd discuss it in the morning.
Are you okay?
I just need to sleep
Okay.
and see if I can stop thinking about Brahman.
That was what the drink was for. It didn't help.
I put my weapons aside and give Cora a hug.
And I answer it pretty wholeheartedly. Even the whole bury the face in the shoulder thing.
This is the point where Bronwyn would go, oh.
Yes,
Just that-
they would.
Just an axe right at the... right, not at you, but just as a warning.
Oh, you wanted to do it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You two gonna be sharing that bed? Because I think the doctor might be more comfortable not in the corner if that's the case.
I can sleep on the floor.
Or I could sleep on the floor.
No, I was sleeping.
Doctor's already in the floor. Look at him. He's all crumpled up like old clothes. There's a bed. You can use it.
I put a mat. I go over to the doctor and put out my bedroll and just kind of drag him onto it and then go
Tilt.
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm awake.
Get on the bedroll.
Okay.
It's bad for your back. And then I just go. I go back to my bed.
You hear the door open once again, and you just hear the voice. Oh, the front door, not your room.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, you could still prep. You see? Well, where the hell did she go? Where's my sword? You fat little leather turkey, my wine! You hear the footsteps charge.
just hear a cat's meow come from this dragon.
It's a kind of screech.
And just the struggling of flying because it's so fat now.
Hear the punishment of air under these tiny wings.
Well, I go to bed because I got literally my face ran through a forest today.
I still have my sort of survival instinct set up. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to stay awake, but I want something that can notify me if trouble's nearby. And what I've done before in these situations is I have string and I have a bell. And so what I do is I tie a loop through the bell and I hang that on the doorknob.
All right. I'm gonna say
Then
this is
roll.
not your first rodeo. You know what you're doing to set up this alarm.
Yeah. And then I just flop back onto the bed to try to go to sleep.
And I will take up the empty bed. It takes me a bit though because I do have a bit of ritual I do before going to sleep. It's devotions. That doesn't take very long at all, but once they're done, I'll lay down, fall asleep.
All right, everyone in for the night?
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The night passes with no interruptions. You can see the sun pouring through a nearby window come daylight.
At some insane hour, I come out of my torpor. Oh my God, why did I not think of that before? I just start feverishly writing in my notebook quietly, and then I start rolling out my stuff, and I start brewing right there on the floor, on the mat that Bergain put me on, just like, oh, and then yes, I'm gonna drop this.
I do one nice thing for the doctor to use
And
it as a damn drink trap.
And now you have weird stains on your bedroll.
I start brewing something. Yes.
Eventually, when I wake up, because I usually wake up a little bit after the doctor, I feel like the doctor definitely just feels me staring at him.
Well, the first thing that would greet your senses would be the smell of... They say space smells like burnt toast. So I'm going to say you smell burnt toast.
Doctor,
Yes, yes.
are you brewing on top of my sleeping robe?
No. You hear like clink, 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 clink to the floor.
If you want useful, doctor, sometimes I think I will throw you into a tree. Very hard.
That is a fair assessment.
That was the least violent thing I could think of at the moment, simply because there's always a chance that Kura is listening, and I don't want to talk about decapitating.
I would definitely take a tree over decapitation, yes. Do you want to see something?
If I sleep, I have another question. If I sleep on that, is it going to do something weird to me now? I take your silence as a yes. I'm going to wash it before I sleep on it the next time.
That's probably a fair response to that.
The hell
Do you want to see something cool?
What did you do? Did you
And I
make
hold up-
another weird thing? Did I just point at Corvax?
No. And I will hold up a bottle. And in that bottle, you can see the vastness of space swirling around inside. Stars, the inky blackness. If you look really hard, you can see what lies beyond the stars.
What does it do?
Well,
You don't know what it does, do you?
in theory, I do, yes. I would just need to test it.
Not it.
I gotta chirp in real quick. Say, I would pay anything to have that kind of drink. It just looked like that. Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
What you see there in your hand is a vortex warp.
Please talk to me like I don't know what the hell you are saying.
So if we're in a situation where you might perish, I can throw this at you, and it would fold you inside out. Take a piece of paper, and if you fold it in half and you poke a pencil through it, you will come out the other side. I take space and time and I fold it in half and pull you through a small hole, probably about the size of a quill, and I'll pull you through it and save your life.
So much of what you just said
That would be quite an event.
sounds so painful for me, and would probably kill me before I got out the other side.
But if it works, it would be an amazing way to save your life.
Cora could just say a word and then save me.
But what if that area was about to be obliterated by something of my making, of course, but some evildoer or some sort of, I don't know, a pit or swords. Regardless.
Are you still drunk?
No, I'm seeing. This is what I came up with when I was drunk. I was thinking, what if I could brew something that could actually pull somebody to another spot?
That's not a I'm going to save your noise. That's I'm going to hurt your noise. You're hearing what you are saying. You said you would turn me inside out. That was the first thing you said. It was the first thing out of your mouth. I turn you inside out, then I make a small hole, and then I suck you to the small hole. Wait, I confused myself. Did you pull me to the small hole?
It's in theory, if my math is off, which it's never off.
There's so many ifs in this. There's so many ifs. Look, I've planned out a lot of stuff. I make maps. You have to plan things. You keep saying ifs and buts. If there was an if and a but on board a ship, that's how people get hurt.
Yes, yes.
Oh, there's no sharks here. Have you been there before? No. Then how do you know? I don't know. I'm just saying there might be if there isn't.
Explorers. It's like being an explorer. You're exploring the metaphysical realm. in in microseconds. So you would hardly feel any physical contortions. It would happen so fast you wouldn't be able to react or feel. It's faster than the pain receptors of a mortal body.
You're incredibly intelligent, Doctor.
Oh, look, Kira's awake.
The doctor's excited about something again.
Yes, he's proving that he is both smart and an idiot at the exact same time.
He's good at that.
Yes.
What is that? Who burned toast?
I'm just pointing directly at him.
It's not toast, really. It's space.
He made a time warp.
Vortex warp, but it's neither here nor there. It's
Okay, we'll do the vortex warp again, whatever.
All right. I'm curious, but later. I look over at Salem just to see how he's doing.
I'm not visibly roused. I am awake though. I haven't moved, haven't responded to anyone. But if like you're watching my breathing and like anything like that, it's not a deep slumber kind of thing. And it would be fairly easy to tell that I'm just sort of lying there listening to this conversation because they're in the same room and they're not exactly being quiet.
No.
I tried to whisper at one point. But it's hard to do that when you're role playing.
There's also probably some sweat on my brow.
Mhm.
And that's about it so far.
Probably definitely noticed the sweat. Salem, how are you feeling?
I'll be fine. It burns a bit more this morning, but otherwise I'm fine. And I just start stretching.
I'm gonna get up and come over to Salem and put a hand on his forehead and cast Lesser Restoration.
This never happened before. It feels better.
I can't entirely help with that burning, but I'm glad it feels a bit better.
They don't exactly make this thing. It's not a science. There are always drawbacks. But frankly, when you have orcs for family, pain's not exactly something you go bringing up to people. That's just something that gets laughed at. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Just keep stretching.
Before we all exit the room, Korath told me that our drow friend wished to possibly travel with us, but we don't know his name or anything about him.
Why do we know his name? Did we ask him?
He doesn't want to give us his name. Apparently, there are people that I may have heard a couple sentences or two of the conversation. Apparently, people want to kill him, and some people would like to see him alive before killing him. That's just what I caught of the conversation.
So he's a bounty?
I don't
Well,
know.
Possible. He might want to travel with us for protection. He seems capable of handling himself, but
I think I can get some answers out of him. We'll just have to wait till he comes back here, I guess. We still can't leave, can we?
But we haven't tried.
Oh, he came back shortly after you came into the room, Cora. I could hear him.
yeah. Well, there is also the possibility that we tried to leave with him and end up leaving him behind, like we left Silverton.
True.
Only one way to find out, but yes, we'll see if what's his name, the barkeep who's is present this morning. Get something in our bellies and be ready for whatever the day throws at us.
Yes.
I like to check all of my stuff to make sure it's still there.
Everything seems to be in its place.
Okay. Don't trust the fairies, man.
One more thing. I think we should probably decide if we're going to keep wandering taverns or use a talisman again. I don't know where we would find the mists, though.
Well, we should certainly try to step out the door and see if that takes us to yet another tavern.
How about this? We get our breakfast. Did this stranger say when he would be back?
No, but Brigane said he came back after I came in the room. He may be out there now. Who knows?
Okay. Food. Talk to whoever this guy is. Then we test to see if there's yet another bar room waiting us to stroll in. If we don't like where we're going, we have a litany of different totems to choose from.
Okay.
I toss on my armor, pull up everything, pull the bell off the door handle, and step out into the main tavern area.
All right. As you do, you're greeted with a good morning from the barkeep.
Morning.
Morning.
Breakfast served. He motions over to the table where the 3-card Monty was briefly at, or I guess the coin and cup was at.
Yes.
And there are 4 bowls of what appears to be like a shepherd's pie. It looks like a stew beef and some vegetables with a mash on top.
Thank you
Good-hearted man.
very much.
Yeah.
Please enjoy. Over at the other table, the fairy looks up, the berry in hand, and just glances, and just looks over to Brigade and just stares, and just like drops the berry that was in her hands.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I want to do that too. I want to find out what this fairy's so pissed off at him for.
Hey, what did you do to that fairy?
Ugh. I was almost 22. So 12.
And mine is 29.
Fuck you. Think you're better than me?
I got an 8 plus 9 on insight, and then I get that other D4 for that. So
Yeah.
Salem, your keen eye. You notice that the fairy does do a down-up glance. Very quickly, before giving the stink eye Brigane's way. Based upon that glance and the fairy sort of straightening up a little, this appears to be a height issue. It seems like there's more of a disdain for Brigane's size more than any sort of a personal vendetta.
Okay.
But it's to the levels of disgust kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was trying to gauge. Just like, are they looking at him like a scorned lover, I'm too good for this company, or what? Okay, gotcha.
With the look of anger, it easily could have read off as spurned lover, kind of. It is just a.
Gotcha. Brigade?
Yes.
I think you're just a bit too big. I think that's the issue.
It's always the damn issue.
I mean, we're pretty big compared to her already.
I'm the biggest in my family, so my father is the second biggest.
No, you didn't say anything. Just maybe buy her some tea or something.
No, she's being sizist.
I put down my pie. I'll walk over to her. Look, he's a big teddy bear. You don't have to worry about him. He's actually pretty graceful, for being so high up. But I'm sure that there's nothing that once you know him as a person that you would be offended over. And if I may, what would you drink?
Do you speak Sylvan?
I have Goblin, which means I can read Dwarven, but that's it. That and Common.
I actually think the doctor does.
I bet the doctor does.
Hang on, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure. I do.
All right. So, Salem, you're at least well enough to understand a lot of the sign language involved. A lot of it seems very crude. A lot of it is jabbing fingers towards Brigade, and a lot of yeah. Doc, even with your knowledge of the language, some of these curse words you are not sure you've heard before, but you almost feel just hearing them come from this high-pitched little voice. The statements of threats and bodily harm toward your friend are just obscene.
We don't need that
I
kind
am
of
literally covered in weapons, and she's still going for it.
You don't need to be that aggressive this early in the morning.
I don't think I've ever heard words strung together in that manner before, like that.
Okay. I'm just going to. I just start eating.
Yes.
That's
It's
the
best you don't
call.
know. You kind of like glance over at the fairy, like,
The fairy does like a little bit of a lean over from Salem, just sort of the eyeball. Brigade, like, that's right, you eat. kind of look, and then
I lean to like reposition myself between. No, that's enough of that.
I
I'll
feel
leave you to your breakfast.
I feel murder in my stomach right now.
I'll leave you to your breakfast and whatever. I turn to the keep. Whatever her next drink, I'll take care of it. And I'll head back over to my seat.
the muttering and grumbling continues as she, pulls away from the group and continues trying to eat.
I'm gonna trap her underneath this bowl when I'm finished with it.
Hey,
Well,
I just
if we're gonna leave a place with an enemy, that's kind of goes against what I've learned. You don't want to leave a place with an enemy, right? An enemy is going to work against you in some capacity, especially if we have someone tailing us, which I don't know. Something in me says that we're
Being
on the
followed?
lam.
Oh
Something.
yes. Oh, the man in the Oma. I never forgot.
So
But the person in the Oma.
two things. Either we try to mitigate that with kindness, or we leave someone dead. I don't want to murder someone right now, especially right after I finish my breakfast.
I'm
just
not
not
going
in the
to.
mood.
I'm not doing anything. I'm eating. She's rude. She's rude.
Regain. I understand.
I just keep glancing over at the fairy, like,
We don't need to have an incident. And
I'm not doing anything.
I'm
I'm just eating.
I know you're not. I know you're not. What I'm saying is, if I can't convince them to at least become neutral, then I might just have to kill her.
Oh,
I don't want to have to do that.
oh! I thought you were asking me not to do anything. Okay.
No. You're busy with food stuff. I'm done.
Why are those the only two options?
Why would they not be? I don't want to leave a place with an enemy.
If someone is simply being petty, that's their problem. It's not necessarily out to get us, especially if they can't follow us.
No, but they would remember that he's been here and what it is that we probably said and where we might be going. And if someone is following us, happens to make their way here, why would they not tell them where we're going?
Why would she know where we're going? We don't know where we're going.
And we're waiting for someone who knows where the conversation may go. I just don't want to have an enemy. That's all. It'll be fine.
I'm not fighting a fairy. That's
I never said you had to. I said I'd do it. Don't worry about it.
she's not on the list.
I see in the margins, random fairy in bar.
New page. Fairy bar. I didn't write this in here. That's not my handwriting.
You wouldn't know. I'm an excellent forger.
I finally lost my mind.
All right, what
Are
is
we-
your next step, people?
Are we still going to wait for him? Or are we going to leave?
How long do we want to give him?
The barkeep kind of leans over the counter. You talking about the drow fella?
Yes.
Yeah, he left.
Oh, that solves that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, during the night. Said you all something about not worthy of a exquisite travel companion, something of that sort. Grabbed his sword off the counter and went on his way.
Damn, I was hoping I would get to experiment with that potion on him.
Well, that makes things easy, I guess.
Solves that problem.
Yes.
I don't think you would defeat any of you.
No.
To the door then?
Door?
Was the breakfast included in the 2 silver? Or is this okay? I leave another silver on the table as a tip. I then do the most grandiose bow to the fairy. just a yeah, screw you bow. And to you.
Just slams the berry down on the table, points at you, points at herself, points towards the outdoor. Arms up, wings out, flying.
She's coming at me? Like she's coming
Not
at
coming
me?
at you, like, let's go outside.
For game.
And flies out the door.
Well, at least you won't have to follow up on that.
I was being courteous.
Oh, no.
I was showing there was no hard feelings.
If you knew half the things she said about your mother, you would not be.
I don't have to worry about my mother. My mother would have eaten her.
Just saying. I don't think some of those things are physically possible.
Man, there's no cure for being a bitch. So let's so let's step out and see what new things await us.
All right.
All right, you're making your way through the door.
Making my way.
Walking
Bart.
fast.
Barkeep waves as you out. Safe travels.
Thank you.
But
Brigade says "and to you" and then winces because that's the wrong thing to say as we walk out.
You're seeing a bright sunny day before you until that step. And again, where you expect to plant your foot on the ground, it is a hard stone floor.
Is this familiar?
Hey.
No, it is not.
No. On that glance, this is not a place you recognize. It seems pleasant enough as you step in. There is that odd smell that generally comes along with wizards and magic. Whatever that is, some people think it's books, something it's herbs, some people think that the magic itself has an odd particular odor to it. Whatever it is, that is what catches you as you step in. The floor is checker patterned and very clean, really smooth. There appears to be a summoning or teleportation circle on the floor as you stepped in. It doesn't seem like you came from it, but it's certainly right there at the entrance.
So this is just going to keep happening, huh?
I think so.
well, it's certainly not the worst places we could be.
That's because it smells like your backpack.
Does not. It might.
Or like tiptoe my way around the summoning circle.
Sure.
Like flat myself against the wall.
I jump like I'm playing hopscotch.
Does it look like, apart from all of that, does it look like a tavern? Is there a bar and such?
Yeah, as you look straight down the hallway, there appears to be a small bar set up.
I just chuckle as they watch them skirt around the teleportation circle, and I just walk across it.
Make a charisma saving throw. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to ask her where the hell we were.
Well, we
Well,
knew
to be
the
fair, we
tavern
were
name.
pretty drunk.
Yeah, we had.
Well,
Yes.
I remember him saying something about the Lord, the
The
little
little lord.
Lord.
The Little Lord Tavern. I mean the realm that we were in.
Hmm.
How would they know that?
The person
Well-
that runs the bar there,
They know where they're at.
yes, they know where they're at. That's what I mean. Like the place that they live, what they call it.
Oh, yes. I follow you now. Okay.
It's tough being the smart one.
Well, let's find out where we are now.
Sure thing, big guy. Are these doors are they open or closed?
They
or-
are open.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yes, these doors are open. As you pass through this hallway, to the north, you get a glance and you see a half orc and a kobold sitting around a table.
My people.
Chairs laid out and what appears to be maps and small figurines.
Are they playing Risk?
And a dead squirrel?
There is a cat that is flopped out on the table as well, just sort of casually batting at one of the figures.
They're playing Risk.
Or they're playing D&D.
Kobold
They're
has a
playing
very-
D&D.
They're playing
Playing-
D&D.
They're playing humans and
I would
houses.
never have characters playing D&D in D&D. That is a rule.
I think the multiverse would fold in on itself.
Exactly.
They're playing humans and houses.
Kobold has a very very pensive face, rubbing its narrow little chin, just staring over the map. And towards the south, you see a more open space room. You see several sets of tables with different objects or implements on them. One of them seems to have a series of puzzle boxes. The other looks to be a wooden chest with a vast amount of locks and bars, keeping it shut. And on another table, you see a goblin in rather fine robes, considering it's a goblin, staring up at this table that has 3 potion bottles on there of different colors, different consistency. And the goblin's there again, just kind of tapping on its lower teeth, just studying the bottles.
Well, these are certainly rooms to check out while we're here.
I want to go down to the south one. I'm just going to be in the middle of the room for a hot second,
Sure.
kind of taking it all in.
I go to what appears to be the barkeep, so I can ask, hey, what realm are we in?
Yeah, I'll follow Brigade.
As will I. So I'm also going to, once we're in this room, look off to the right at that door.
All right. For that spot, it's hard to see since it is a bit more enclosed, but you do see what appears to be a rough clay floor with a series of chains sort of bisecting the middle of the room. Just almost like it's made of net. And from that, you see a very large warhammer and what appears to be a leather ball. About yay big.
Interesting.
The
super tennis.
the tiefling, younger gentleman, very sharp features, fairly clean cut. Looks at the group. Oh, newcomers. Hey, how we doing?
Hello, good sir.
Hey.
Could you tell me the name of this bar or the name of your tavern?
Tavern of Games, my friend.
And
It's a place for you to relax, get together, have a little fun.
and where exactly is the Tavern of Games located? Like what town are we in? We are travelers. We did not see a sign on the way in here.
You mean you made it all the way into town, didn't see a single sign?
Come on, man, just tell me.
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Don't worry about it. All right. So you're here. Now, the Wizarding College is just 2 blocks down. That's where most of these people coming in from. So if anyone's looking for you, you just tell them I'm near the college, 2 blocks down. Got it?
Okay.
Which college, to be sure? Because I attended university myself, but
Did you? Where'd you go, man?
the one in Rexingtrum.
There's a very blank stare for just a moment. Yeah. I know that place. It's a good school, man. It's a real good school.
Oh, so
Yes, this man.
but that's not the one we're near. I
No.
take it from your inflection. So what is the one we're near?
This is Eldenfall, man.
Eldenfall. I take it I haven't heard of Eldenfall.
Considering the realm you come from, no, you wouldn't have.
I look to Bergain and
I don't.
Kira.
I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Hey, it's all right. You're just here to play some games. You don't have to pressure on it.
If we start playing a game, we're not going to be stuck playing it like for all of time, are we?
Well, I mean, if you find a good one, you know.
Is this a trap?
No.
Inside check.
Go for it.
19.
19. Given his general state, you doubt he'd be capable of setting a trap.
Okay.
I'm leaving it that flat. This does not seem to be a cunning mind at work, unless it is so far beyond that this is all a ruse. But the state that you're seeing is,
Okay. I believe you.
thanks.
Are there any windows in the room that I'm in?
There are not. There are actually no windows in here.
Did I see any in either of the rooms that I passed by?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Walk up behind the goblin, looking at the 3 tinctures on the table. So you're trying to decide which one first?
Which one? Gotta pick the right one.
And what does the right one do?
Well, it means you win. You get tokens.
Tokens.
You don't get sick. There's a lot of reasons to pick the right one.
True. I'm curious about the tokens. I've been to many a bar, plenty that had games and whatnot, but not quite like this. These tokens you speak of, what are they for?
Oh, they got some sweet prizes. Nice things.
Do they have them out on display, or is this some sort of secret menu thing?
I hear some of it's secret menu, but they've got a lot on show over by the bar.
Well, I'll take a look. Thank you. What's your name?
Gobby, it doesn't matter. Which bottle? I feel as a perfectly cromulent goblin response.
Kamyab Dimla Purished. And I point at the left one. It's just a general goblin-esque statement of like, you pick the one that you feel is right in your bones.
Surprised to hear the language come from you, but then just gives you a proper nod. Yes. Pops it, takes a big swig from this bottle. Waits for a second. And you see it just illuminate this golden light. Just phases out of his hand. In there you see just a small token resting in the palm.
Good play.
He looks for a second and then picks it up and hands it over to you.
Oh, thank you.
Because we're a team now.
Perhaps this other game then. And I walk over towards the box that has all the locks and things on it.
I'm not so good at this one.
No need to worry. I'm pretty skilled with my hands.
All right. As you glance over this just wall of locks, this chest must weigh 60, 70 pounds, and it is all just made of locks.
Is that heavy?
For that little table,
weight.
it is. All right, we're actually going to take a real quick break, and then we're going to come back and more fun at the Tavern of Games.
He's finally
Tavern
gonna
of Games.
He's finally gonna TPK us. Actually,
Don't go anywhere
Right
now.
here.
Stay right here.
There's a reason there's locks on it. What are you doing?
The floor is a mimic.
Oh God, no.
Flurry of flying locks.
Play us off, Ollie.
Hey-o.
All right. Good to
Hello.
be back.
Okay.
You don't know what to do because you're considering the situation while we were off camera. Now you want to keep talking about it.
What? I
Proceed.
would keep going back and forth since clearly it's infinite bars and taverns and things. I wanted to see how far in advance our generous DM had prepared.
Were you going to try to do the Homer Simpson Australia America, but you're like bar leaping?
Yep.
back and forth?
Hop, 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 hop.
Just continuously running through doors to see new places we go.
Lean in. Nope. Lean out. Lean in. Nope.
You got some set up. Ideally, this is going to be, I don't think this is spoilers. This is going to be your pub dungeon crawl.
Hey.
You can pop into this. Well, you're eventually going to be able to pop into this realm anytime you like. And treasures will wait for you in every bar,
Yay. Love that.
including the one you passed.
It was the sword.
I tap Brigaine's shoulder.
Oh God.
Brigaine.
What? Yes.
I motion to I assume that's the fat pseudo dragon on the barrel there in front of us.
It is indeed
The same one.
I don't know why I put two there.
Just because.
What the hell? Is that the same dragon?
As far as you can tell, yeah, it looks like the same one.
Every time we go somewhere, I think, oh no, this isn't going to be the weirdest thing. And then the damn drunk dragon starts following us to different dimensions.
Could be worse. It could be the fairy.
I do a perception check? Carry around.
little toothpick knife just suddenly sticks in the back of your leg.
Oh God, no.
14.
You certainly don't see it.
I'll wave to the dragon.
It does a blinky look up and a bit of a yawn, stretch out that long neck. Kind of looks over to you. Kind of a little alert, lay down. Kind of drops the head back up, but it's now watching.
I will reach into my belt and pull forth a gold piece and hand it to it.
As you extend your hand, it sort of looks to the gold piece, then sort of cranes his neck towards the barkeep.
Is this okay?
I think he wants you to buy him a drink.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
He's
yes.
a drunk. Small drunk dragon.
One that's very similar to where we just came from. If you get my meaning, I'm going to treat it to whatever. What, do you got something real good that gold can buy? To the barkeep.
Yeah. I mean, a gold can buy a lot, man. What do you?
How about this? Just take whatever this and keep this nice dragon friend here. What's his name? Does he have a name?
Not that we know of.
Licer.
It's following Salem.
I'll get back to you. Hold on.
The bartender, what? Kind of looks around. Oh shit! Look at that. Oh man, there's a little dragon in here. Hey, little guy.
I'll tell you what. You seem.
You give your dragon beer?
Yes, we're gonna give him beer. Whatever he wants, he'll indicate. I'm sure.
Last night it was wine.
Is that your drink of choice, dragon friend?
It looks at you and sort of cranes its head towards a bottle.
That bottle there, whatever that bottle is, give it to the. Pour it in a bowl or cup, but whatever you prefer.
All right. Grabs the bottle, and pours the dark brown liquor into the bowl and sets it.
Just keep filling it up for him, and I'll leave the gold piece on the counter for the barkeep.
All right, man. Your call. The dragon just slides its face into this bowl, and he just kind of drains into.
And I'll just give it a nod.
It gives a little chirp your direction.
All right.
Everything here gets so weird.
Let's this is a tavern of games. Let's go play some games.
Do you have goat ball here? I know they don't.
Yeah, there's that long pause where he's thinking about it though.
Okay, I get you don't.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, the ceilings are too low. I didn't look around the room. The dwarf just sitting there. I'm assuming that's a dwarf because I see a gigantic beard.
Yes.
Is he just sitting there? Or is he playing a game? Or
No, he's just kind of sitting there in the lounge area. But he looks over to you. He looks over your direction. You mentioned goat ball.
do you know goat ball?
Can't say I do, but I'd like you to explain the rules.
Okay. And while I do that, go back to Salem.
No, I need intricate details on how to play goat ball.
I have a folder that I have to look up.
It's all right. It's all right.
That's why I said I have to get the folder up.
All right. Before we get to the master of unlocking, I'm going to do a quick glance to Kura. What are you doing right now?
I was actually... I'm looking at that room with the clay floor, and I reach over to tap Brigade on the arm, but he's not there. So I leave him to it a moment, and I go over to the bar again, and I ask the barkeep, this might be a strange question, but do you have a cork stopper you could part with?
Yeah. All right. Kind of grabs from a dusty bottle of wine that looks unloved and unattended, pops that out. And...
Thank you.
What are we going to name you, little guy? He kind of goes back to the dragon.
And I pocket the cork, and then...
Whatever's that for?
I need it as a component for something later.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Well, it's the same as you needed ingredients for your things. Some of my magic requires the same sort of thing.
I thought most divine magic came from the divine.
It does. But there are a few spells that It's difficult to explain. There's a crossover between the arcane and divine.
Truly.
Sometimes. It's rare, but I've managed to learn a new bit of magic in my meditations, and it needs a cork.
All right, I'm now. You have piqued my curiosity, so I look forward to seeing it in action.
If we end up back in the Fiddlers Green, you probably will see it. But well, while we're here, we may as well avail ourselves of what this place is meant for.
Games. Do we need to pay for the games? I'll turn and ask the barkeep. Or is it just have at it?
Just have at it, man. We are technically we're funded by the college. It's a place where all the wizards that can cool off, because otherwise they can just go crazy and start destroying stuff.
I'll turn on my heel back to Kura, and I wonder if we're actually in the realms that these taverns are, and we're just stepping between them. It would be fascinating to find out. And if this is a college tavern for an arcane, we may find somebody who might help us break the cycle we're in.
It's a possibility. It certainly couldn't hurt to ask.
All right. Let's spread out and see what we can find out.
Indeed. And I'm going to leave Brigade talking about Goat Ball for the moment and go into the room with where Salem is.
And I will make my way to the room with the orc and the kobold.
As you walk by, you just hear Brigade say, okay, so the two teams, they jump around on like a bunch of raised rocks or logs. They try to pass, they try to catch it, or they hit each other with the goat ball. That's what you hear as you walk.
The dwarf just nodding intently. All right, Salem. When you get to the table, you're looking at that. You do see a small but very intricate-looking hourglass, or rather, a minute glass. It does not look like it has that long of a length to it.
So, and I'm saying in Goblin because I don't know that Kura's here yet. So, guessing we undo as many locks as we can in the time frame.
It's like clutching the little hourglass in his hands. Ready?
I have my tools out. Hey,
This looks fascinating.
All right.
watch this. Let's go.
He flips it, and the glass just like kind of like slams into heat to the table and just kind of have this light blue glow.
Okay, and I get to work. I'm not sure how you want me to do this, but I am starting on like the outermost layer because like these things typically have layers to them. So it doesn't make any sense to start at a bottom layer. So I find that top layer and start working my way down.
Give me your thieves tool roll.
It's an ogre.
So that's going to be 19.
Yeah, you make short work of that. Just working away, you're just having the bars just slide right through. Goblin's just like looking up at you, rather impressed thus far. All right, go for it.
Anyway, as I'm working, you look like you study arcane. What are you studying? And I keep on going. This is no sweat.
Evocation. I like fireballs.
That is going to be 16.
Yeah, you're able to make it through. It's definitely starting to get trickier at this point. But yeah, you've as far as proper padlocks are concerned, you've already knocked out like 5 of them. They've already just dropped. The moment you actually unlock it, it just seems to like fall away. You don't have to like slide it off. It just drops.
Oh, okay. Evocation. Interesting trade. Plenty of use out of that, I've heard. And seen some, too. Keep on going. So that's going to be another 16.
Another 16? All right. This point, it is getting a little trickier. You're not moving at that same pace. You have probably one more go at it before your timer's out.
Okay. Alrighty. Down to the wire. That's going to be a 21.
Nice. That little glance at the hourglass just sort of just pushes you forward. You just now fully aware, just make very quick work. I'd say you get through probably about half of the locks on this thing before the time runs out.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin looks incredibly impressed. All the locks that fell on the floor sort of just reattach to that, and there's just a stack of 7 more of those tokens.
Oh, just look at that. And
Flaps little clawed hands.
well, we're a team. We split it even. I slide 4 to him. I keep the 3, so we both have 4 now.
Oh, thank you. Honor.
So apparently,
If you ever need someone hit with a fireball, you can always come to me.
oh, thank you much. Correct. So apparently, these games they give us these tokens, things to the things that the barkeeper has that we redeem them for. We just play the games and we get them, right, friend?
That's right. That's where I got this whistle. Kind of pulls out this little
plastic whistle
It's an Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle.
and the tiny brush.
And a sticky hand that got hair all over it.
They called this a sword toast finger trap.
We already did the potions over there and the box here. We haven't done those puzzles yet. If you want to try your hand at it.
We can. I'd like to come back to this though. It's been a while since I've tried my hand at that.
That lock picking?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
someone's been holding out on us. Well, I'll leave that to you then. Which do you want to do? You want to do the box? Because I'd like to see the puzzle box, but you piqued my interest.
Well, since we're here, let's do this. And I pull out a set of thieves' tools.
All right, friend, you're on the timer again.
Got it. And go. He flips it again, slams down. Little blue glow coming from it.
This is a what roll? This is
Your thieves tool, your proficiency with.
8.
So it's a dexterity roll
Yeah.
plus your proficiency. If you're proficient in thief tools.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you doesn't seem you've gotten too rusty so far. It takes not too much effort. You're kind of familiar with this style of lock, so yeah, you get a good in.
All right. That's reassuring.
Miss Not Study, you've been hiding something special.
How could you?
I'm just trying to stay focused because I'm not as good at this as Salem is, but
There was a time.
Oh, Cora, you got this. You got plenty of time. Keep going.
here's where I start slipping. 8.
An 8. All right. Kind of got stuck towards the middle there a bit.
I figured that'd be a point. One more?
You got 2 more.
2 more. Okay. 16. No, sorry. 17.
17?
Yeah.
All right. You rebound. You're actually now able to get in the middle. You know, it took some time. This is maybe a style you're not generally familiar with where you're raised, but you know, kind of piecing it together. So yeah, you made it through the good of that middle. Go ahead and give us the last go.
Nice.
Say that TS-26, that definitely got me too. Don't feel too bad about it.
14.
14. All right, you get one lock in towards this lower area before the timer stops and the locks all just suddenly reappear. You did a fair amount. You got 4 tokens from.
I'll take that.
Hey, look at us, 4 each.
We did it.
Excellent.
Oh,
I'm proud of that.
I'm curious. What other games are there here? Did you see any of this?
There's one I think I want to see if Bergain wants to try. But I don't think it would be for you or the doctor. It involves warhammers.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'd be interested to watch to see how that one's played. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna step over here and take a look at the puzzle boxes.
Sure.
From the other room, you hear me talking about a game called Stubborn Root.
We have a similar game, I think.
It's like Stubborn Root is basically King of the Hill or King of the Mountain.
Nice. Doctor, the rules to this game have been explained to you rather rapidly. The efficiency of the explanation may come to question, as it is between an orc and a kobold sort of reminding each other of rules as they're explaining the game to you. But you think you got it. It seems to be a tactical situation involving fleets of ships or small armies. That is what those different little figurines seem to symbolize.
Okay.
You sunk my battleship.
Do you mind if I get in on this round? Or is it a long haul game, as it were?
It won't be long at all, because I'm gonna win. Here, put on the hat. The kobold reaches out and it's an admiral's hat. It's made out of felt. It's nothing, glorious, but
That's I feel like an admiral now.
Does it say?
Yes, you look
does
good.
it have?
You look good.
Does it have dunce written on the back of it?
It does not. Join my fleet. And the orc slams a fist down the table.
No, you will join my fleet. Together we will win.
All right.
My captain senses tingling.
I'm gonna. I look over the map. Whose fleet looks in a better position?
The orc has practically no fleet. He has just amassed a giant army on the land. The kobold is taken to the seas. So they're at this odd kind of stalemate amongst each other right now. This game has probably been going on for a significant amount of time because neither one of them is really making a move.
It's literally when one person takes Australia and risk and no one can do it.
I'll tell you what. I will join whose ever fleet whoever drinks this potion, and I'll set it on the table, not the same one I was brewing earlier. This is something completely different.
They both look to each other, then both their eyes on the potion, and there's just a scramble for it. The kobold just climbing and clattering over the table to reach it. And the orc, able to, pry it from these little clawed hands, pops it open, and pours it down his gullet.
All right. So he drinks that. I'm going to roll a dice, and we're going to find out what that potion does. It's an experimental brew that I brewed this morning. I don't know what it does.
I love it.
But we're about to find out. Ready? Okay. I rolled a 1. It's got a reddish tinge to it, and as he drinks it down, any wounds that he cured from bashing around with the orc are all healed. So
right.
He feels better, and he fascinating.
Yes. Your loyalty is appreciated.
Let's
rain hell upon him.
Let's see what we can do. I
Gotcha.
pull my admiral hat down.
All right.
It's serious. And I will join in their battles.
All right. You take to the land and seas, presumably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Kura.
I'm there with Salem looking over the puzzle boxes. But looking at them, I'm not quite sure that they're really my thing. Locks I can handle. Puzzle boxes perhaps not as easily. So I tell Salem, I'm gonna go check on Regain and be back in a bit, maybe. So I will go out to where Regain is and see where he's at in his conversation.
And the last one is rock climb. We just risk climbing up the mountainside and then going up and then coming back down. I once saw a dude just free fall it back in order to win. He wasn't quite right.
I'd imagine not after that.
No, beforehand. He was actually a okay guy.
Well, if you're be fancy in a game, lose my accent here. He points over to the clay court over there. A bit of dwarfish knackers.
I don't know that game, but
Is that what that is?
I look up at Cora as she walks in. I'm curious.
You'll love it. Delightfully easy to learn. Painful to fail at. Come on. Steps onto the court. Sort of does it's not often you see a dwarf do a sort of a lift up the knees jump, but he goes up over the chain.
They're gifted sprinters.
Short distance.
Very short distance.
From there, he picks up a rather hefty looking warhammer.
Okay.
And one of these round leathery looking balls.
I do the same.
Now, depending where you are, they play it in different ways. Now, the proper way is to take this bastard and you swing this bastard and you aim to try to hit the other poor bastard with the ball.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad we went over the rules.
Okay. I think I understood this before you explained them at all. I kind of figured once I saw 2 balls on each side, I'm like, we're just gonna try and hit each other with this.
Just trying to hit each other with these.
It's literally serving up your own.
It's dodgeball with
It's
hammers.
dodgeball tennis.
That's what goat ball is, except there's only one ball. It's just one ball, and everyone's clamoring for the same ball while on raised platforms, and so people will just like start tackling each other, trying to not get hit. But anyway, I'm gonna roll the hit.
It's a wee bit rule heavy for me.
It's like don't get hit with the ball and don't fall from high up. Those are the 2 rules. I'm going to roll to hit this man.
Go for it.
Is it since it's a war? Am I using Warhammer stats?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say it's whatever my normal 2 hit is with a non-magical weapon, which is +7. Nat 20.
Nice. Are you like golf putting, or are you throwing it and just bat swing?
Am I supposed? He never said how to.
He
hit
never
it.
said so.
So my first instinct is toss it up and just I throw it up high enough so I have like a full shock putter swing into it, and then I just cross my foot over and just line drive right.
You hear the punishment of this ball just goes sailing into him. That he was just not prepared. It just catches him in the bread box hard. You just hear, oh, and just like kind of topples over.
Oh shit! You okay?
You hear a bit of giggling as the thumbs up. It's about time someone knew how to play this game. On ya. And by the way, never stop. And he whips up one of the balls and strikes at your direction.
All right.
That'd be a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Catches you. Got you in the shoulder and goes the nice sails and careens off you.
I do.
As he did.
I do it right back.
Yeah.
I don't know how we win this.
It's the game of kings.
18.
18. Yeah, as he's scrambling to go pick up the other ball, you just catch him in the arse. He like slams off his butt and kind of topples a bit.
I run again. I try to get to it before he gets to his, just to keep
It's
the
a
ball.
constant mad dash. There's so little organization to this game.
17.
Yeah, again, he's plowing. 23.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Dirty 20.
Ouch.
No doubt this just catches him. I'm gonna say just piles off the forehead.
Is this just till he like gets knocked out, or
Yeah, staggers a bit. Traditionally. But
are you good?
I'll yield.
All right.
I'll yield.
It was a good game.
It was a fine game. Reach over to shake your hand.
I gave him the Warriors.
Yes. Ah, knock some sense into me. I gotta go. I got a class to teach. Shovels off, and as you look through the exit, you see a small stack of tokens there waiting for you.
Oh. So these so this misty entire explanation.
Five of these little, presumably bronze tokens.
I give them the Kura. I don't care about this.
You need healing.
Do I need healing?
No, you feel fine.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I think it was a good idea that I played first before you.
I don't think I want to play now.
That's what yeah. I kind of figured it out when we walked in and there was 2 hammers and 2 balls.
You just hear him yelling his way out. Don't know what you're missing. Game
I'm
of
pretty
Kings.
sure I do.
I don't think I would hit it as hard.
I thought, following him out, I explained, I thought that it was trying to maybe hit the ball back and forth, which would be very, very hard with hammers, but with the 2 there, yes.
I think I almost knocked him. He's a teacher? At the wizard college? That was a wizard?
Why not?
Was he actually wearing full plate armor? Or was that
Yes, he
just
was.
a photo?
No, he was wearing.
I've heard of the blade singers of old.
You got warcasters. You got wizards in there.
Yeah. Maybe he's an eldritch knight.
Could be. Could be.
What other games do you think what is the circle about? Do you think?
To get
Or is-
somewhere.
It's probably for the wizards that just don't feel like walking to just show up here.
It's entirely possible.
Do you want to see what the coins do?
I do, but I have a feeling we might want to wait until the others are done.
Okay.
Maybe combine all that we've gotten and seeing what happens.
Sank your battleship.
Treacherous swine!
Did we leave the doctor by
Kobold.
himself?
Kobold slaps away
Yes.
the pieces that you took.
I shall drive you. I shall drive your ships before mine and gash them across the reefs.
There's a look of disappointment on his face. I would have drank your potion. Kind of steps away from the table. I admit defeat. Pulls off his little captain's hat and lays it there on the table.
Sir, and I'll look to the orc and shake his hand. We've won.
Yes, a great day.
Claps your shoulder.
You may call upon me at any time if you need aid.
Oh, our battle has just begun.
That he makes his way towards the bar as well as the kobold. And as you look at the table, you also find a small stack of these tokens.
They're both TAs.
Take the tokens.
I poke in to see what's happening in the room that Salem was in.
It's conversing in Goblin.
I immediately turn back around from the room that Salem was in.
Meanwhile, I come back in.
I then
Yo,
turn around
Richter.
yet again.
Euriptor Dinlop Medata.
What a wonderful
Oh.
phrase.
Brigade.
It's
That a crate right over there. Guess who almost caught up to me in terms of removing those locks? I give a pointed look over at Kura.
Cora. Is this a... Why are you shocked?
Well, I mean, not too many. I how should I say, those of the faith are familiar with the skills of the lowly street thieves.
Oh,
Some of those of the faith were the lowly street thieves.
Hey, it's impressive skills. I'm glad you were able to hold on to some of them.
I figured they would come in handy. I lived on the streets, and stealing was a way to survive.
As it often is.
I believe, remind me, I think Kura told me this and also told me the name of the group she was in.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
That's part of
Has been the way.
I have it written down. Yeah, you told me this is also Wyvern Games, not shocked.
You can act at least a little impressed, but that's fine.
I knew she could do it.
All right. I know you two canoodle or whatever it is when no one else is around, so
I don't know what that word means.
it's fine. You know the actions. You don't need to know the words.
I look very confused.
I tried to look confused.
So, you all got more of these?
I gave mine to her.
Friend here says we can get stuff from the front counter with them. I'm kind of curious to see what all is available.
Well, if it works the way I think it works, the more tokens you have, the better the prize, and I was wondering if we might combine all our tokens. We don't have to, but I'm curious to see what they have for more.
That's fine by me. Does anyone know what happened to the doctor?
He's by the bar.
All right, you hold them upside down and I'll give them the drink.
Should we have left him alone?
Did he immediately just turn into a frat boy? He's doing a barrel stand.
Kobo doing the barrel stand while getting the pink belly slaps.
This is what losers get. All the alcohol they can drink upside down.
Well, let's
Yeah,
let's just see.
It's that.
Yes.
Doctor, can you hold off on whatever it is you're doing for like 3 minutes?
We're men of the sea.
Are you?
We're celebrating our victory.
Really? You are mid of this.
Indeed.
Mm.
I'm Admiral Skipper McDigger.
Everything you said is so wrong. So wrong.
All right. He's ahead of me.
Plops off the bar and waddles away.
You got some coins for playing?
I did. You mean coins for victory? A sea battle worthy, right, my friend? And I look to my orc friend here.
Right. And I look kind of uncomfortable at the half orc. I'm just like I'm not like making more space, but I'm just not trying to get any closer to him.
Understandable.
So yeah, my coins. I hand them over to Cora, since apparently that's where we're conglomerating them.
Oh, you need my victory coins. Here.
Whatever you'd like to call them. And then I look to the bartender and I showed the handful of coins and asked, what are these worth?
Wow, all right. Let's see what we got. And he like slides a panel over for the bar. It's just a glass, case on that side. All right.
A hula hoop.
So you got your paper birds. It's always a good low price one. Pull it up, send that message. That's always good. That's always good. We got little music boxes. That's cool. We got these right here. Kind of like throw your voice with it. Kind of like throw your voice with it. And that one's always useful. All right. So did you just want to just spend it all on candy?
Oh.
All right.
Is that an option?
Oh yeah, man. Some people just what? Load up on it. And he points out other little trinkets that we've discussed. You do notice that as the amount goes up, stuff gets significantly more impressive. As far as useful magic tools. You see, and it's a bit out of your price range now, but you do see a series of wands, and you see a very intricate looking staff right towards the end, as well as a rolled up carpet.
How much is that rolled up carpet?
that's kissing around 1,000 tokens on it.
I don't think we'll quite get there.
How many do we have?
Maybe 20?
Yeah, about 20.
I'm not staying here for 980.
But a flying carpet.
Above board. I'm not staying in this damn fantasy Chuck E. Cheese. or rather, it's a bar. This fantasy Dave and Buster's.
I will take a close look at all the things. Do I notice any missed trinkets?
Give me a perception check or investigation.
That is in my wheelhouse.
I think I'm also looking for that as well.
I assumed as much.
15.
That's going to be 17. Sorry.
17? All right. So I'm going to say it was a bit of teamwork there. I'm going to say as the doctor staring at, is that and then a Salem lean in and you do see something that definitely looks like one of the missed tokens. It looks like a marionette. Not like an actual, you may have thought it was just originally a toy propped up, but looking at it, it's clearly carved to look like a marionette.
How many tickets
See
is
the
that?
odd hinges on there. I think 20 seems like the reasonable price on there.
Is it like one of those posing figures that artists use?
It looks similar, but it doesn't actually have the joints. It's
just in that
just
shape.
Carved to look like it would.
And how creepy does it look?
Depends on how long you stare at it.
Yeah.
I think we get that right there.
Starts blinking at us.
All right, coming up. What's it up? Little guy. It's your new home. Hands it over towards.
Well, should we check it out, or should we check out what the next tavern is?
We have a large collection of them.
Yeah.
I leave it to the group if you want to continue to explore.
We can make it back here. We can make it back to the ones that we have the totems for, if we want to return to any of them.
But that's when the mists are involved, and I have not seen them creeping into any place. Is the problem. So it may just be a thing of we have to keep going these different taverns until we find a tavern that has mist in a random corner. This place sucks.
Or the mists will find us.
Yes, they are. They apparently are alive, which is annoying.
They have a sense of consciousness. Maybe that's what I feel following us. Who knows? We can try another tavern, although I think it might be worth just trying to focus on the totem itself.
Yeah. Should we do it on that circle we were trying to avoid? But you think that would help? Since it's both magical, apparently.
It'd be a good bet.
It couldn't hurt.
Okay. Brigade just immediately starts walking towards the totem and stands on it.
Unfortunately, nothing seems to activate.
When we start concentrating on the totem, it doesn't do anything.
No. You do not see any signs of the mist coming in and moving you from here.
Okay, looks like we have to go to another place.
All right. As I was walking away, I wanted to try to see if I saw a house marking on the half orc.
You do not see one.
No. Okay.
No. Given his location and demeanor, it seems like he has been raised in the city with a fairly peaceful life.
Okay.
Surprisingly so for a half orc, but yeah.
It sometimes be that way.
Yeah.
It do be like that sometimes.
I mean, like, let's be honest. Currently, the battle with the doctor is one of the most intense moments of his existence. So,
I'm just overly cautious regarding them because not all of the family is the brutish war pack. They also have spies. So
this was wearing like a pair of Dockers and a nice vest, though. Yes. Definitely
could be a good spy.
Yeah, very soft eyes.
He's got the sweep over like professor satchel. He's got one of those just filled with different tomes.
Yeah, a sweater vest.
The half moon spectacles.
That'd be great.
Okay, so Brigade just opens the door. He doesn't step through, but he opens the door and just kind of pokes his head out to see what the street looks like here before he is inevitably transported to another bar.
You look out, and this is a nice city. These streets are clean. For whatever reason, there's people walking around without much weaponry. Maybe they're fools, but they look like they feel safe.
They're all magic people. They all just hurl fireballs at each other.
You can see a great tower in the distance, which you have no doubt is the College of Eldenfall.
So, are we ready?
Ready as I ought to be.
As well.
Going on an adventure. And I step through.
All right.
Once more into the breach.
Take something real quick. Thought I had you prepared.
Oh, we got him. We finally got him.
We've run out of road.
Start hopping through the doors.
We go into the eternal hallway. It's just a bunch of doors to different places.
And just throw all of them open. Not go through them, just throw them all open.
All right. As you take that step, you are suddenly hit with a cold blast of air.
I'm fine.
You are.
Oh.
As you look up and
Nice bar.
and up a little further to meet the frost giant looking down at the very small figures that just made their way through the front door. And that is where we're going to end it tonight.
Cool.
Literally.
That's not even what I was going for. Anybody else speak Jotun? Just me? Okay.
No, it's all you.
All right. I actually got to cut right on that cliffhanger. I appreciate that.
Nice.
A couple quick reminders, and then I believe we're going to rate a friend. Yeah.
Yes.
Who are we rating?
Sounds like a plan.
Who deserves it? They all deserve it. They're all great. Kyle.
Alrighty. Well, yes. I'm trying to like scroll through all those because we had a few changes. So sorry about that. So while you're looking for that, you should also definitely check out our friends, the Velkin Weave. They go on right before us every Tuesday, and they are with the legendary DM Eric Mangy. The Velkin Weave have to contend with a battle for luck between the gods of good and bad luck while also investigating deep into the Underdark to find out what nefarious beings are perpetrating dark acts.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free and you don't miss any of the action and access to all the shows and content. Your likes and positive comments on the videos help future adventurers find out about the shows.
And a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring this show. Go to the link in chat, check it out for yourself. Use the code TGTShard20 to get your 20% discount on subscriptions.
It's so much fun to use. All right. Tell these lovely people where they can find you.
Is it
Isn't
me
that it?
again? Is it me again?
It's always you.
It's you.
All right. Hello. I'm Daryl Dorsey. I play Brigade Stonebuilt, your Goliath Rune Knight fighter. You can find me on the socials at Mr_Daryl Dorsey. That's Twitter and Instagram. And here on Twitch at Daryl Sucks at Gaming. I usually stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And now I'm going to kick it over to Kyle.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I played Salem Klein, the Inquisitive Human Rogue. And you can find me on Twitter at Lord Kyle K. You can also find me on Twitch, where I am streaming all of the mainline Final Fantasy games currently, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, at the Lord Kyle K. I will hop it over to Laura.
Hi, everyone. I'm Laura, playing Kura. You can find me on Twitter and, Twitter at Laura Perard. That's my name, all one word. You can find me on Instagram at Laura_Perard and occasionally floating around the Games Tavern Discord. And I'll popcorn it over to Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt Fellman, and I've been playing the Good Doctor, the Elven Artificer Alchemist. And you can find me on all the socials at Matt Fellman, which is my name put together. Spelled down
now
here.
I get it.
And yep. And so you can find me there. And I don't really stream a whole lot, but I probably should, with as much as I play. So, but that's how it is. And Brandon, did you go? You didn't go. Go.
Oh, I'm going, baby. Hi, I'm Bran. I was your DM tonight. You can find me on Twitter at Voice of Bran. You can also find me at Spirit O' the Wilds if you want to see what I do when I'm not playing games with these fine people. I'm making candles. Oh, there's one now. Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely. Little Grateful Dead inspiration. Yeah. Smells of cannabis. So thank you everyone for joining us. It was an absolute blast. More to come next week. I'm hoping we get a special guest in.
Oh, oh my.
Oh,
Maybe.
Now go before my voice gets any higher.
some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends.
Yes. Good night, everyone.
Night.
See you
Later.
next Tuesday.
See you
Peace
next
out.
See you next week.